I have more ass hair than I can count, folks. And that's a problem. How am I going to address historians to accurately write my autobiography without telling them false information about how many dried up, shit stained hair follicles that called my anus home? I know I lie a lot, and it's very easy for me. It's as easy as flattening my penis too with a hydraulic press so I can finally piss myself because my urine is no longer held hostage by my swollen prostate that presses against my bladder, preventing my yellow, stinking garbage water from leaving. But that's besides the point. I never lie about my ass.
Does anyone know how to fix a hyperactive anus? Mine has been raging wild for weeks now, and I am sick of shitting high pressurized balls of shit. My toilets keep breaking. It's not funny anymore. I feel like a violent singing rape clown with a penis trumpet and percussion balls. Help me, I am having a panic attack. Quickly, someone in the room, please gurgle this seventh symphony of the sweet, ugly potato penis on a rolled piece off pelican beef, while somebody sprays me with dissolved crustaceans who have died at Coral Reef that smells like Mother Teresa's vagina pudding. Can somebody please stick a peyote cactus in his ass? Seeing ass cactus injuries dripping blood out of someone's anus has always calmed my nerves. There has never been something more soothing to me than watching a buttload of cactus needles lodge themselves even more further in someone's anal cavity. For heaven's sake, Donald, did you just tie your shoelace in front of a hardly noticeable evaporated pocket of air molecules? Did you? Seriously, Satan must already be preparing your room in hell, anticipating your arrival. Eternal damnation on your soul. Somehow still feels too soft a punishment.
I can crap parrot saliva on a snow cone. You couldn't even shit out a disembodied cornfield.
Oh no, like that even qualifies being concerned about. Sounds like having a nice apple pick with diseased, farting, amputated gutworms. I let hungry hobos eat the leftovers of my tonsils and let them vomit their stomach contents in mine and celebrate the ordeal with sticking toothpicks in our ass.
Oh yeah, like that is more intimidating than shoving a nest of pissed of beavers in your anus and let them gnaw their way through your small intestine. Your shit falling in the holes they gnawed away, falling on critical organs now soaked with its own shit. It absorbs it, and even your own organ now grows itself a mouth to vomit its ridiculous, foul, stinking diarrhea water back out of itself. It can't possibly take another gallon of old, wrinkled, poorly digested, cheap plastic boob implant gunk fluid.
Oh, Donald, you are the perfect example of why people with a unnatural orange skin color have a unnaturally high purity of foul odors emanating from every possible orifice. It clearly shows how unhealthy you actually are inside. The orange resembles the amount of concentrated filth your body sweats out.
Don't give me that crap, Joe. You're as intimidating as unused asphalt stored somewhere in a bankrupt warehouse. That's about as frightening. You are able to come across, you are like dirty dishwater. You think the water could handle one last object to clean, but it only disappoints big time. Like a fucking grease pot.
Oh, I am more than able to get respect, and I don't require threatening people to do so. You, on the other hand, you have only bad relationships, because that's the only relationship that someone can have. It's the likes of you can't have people around you naturally. That's why you have to force respect.
Oh, don't believe him, folks. He says he is able. But believe me, I experienced otherwise. Remember that Joe last winter? You claimed your old flubber-like skin from your stinky pebble in your pants and that it was able to get stuck to a frozen pole. But he offered his dick flesh. But the poll rejected it. So ask yourself this, people of America. If you can't even get a frozen metal rod sticking out the ground to give respect, how are you going to strike fear in your opponents? Huh? I can't picture it. I am sorry. You demand respect even from arbitrary things like a unscooped pile of dog shit. Demand respect.
Don't give me that crap. I told you already you don't play funny bone with your dick. It has no bones. Are you that stupid? Really, how many times does somebody need to tell you this? But then again, you know, you didn't solve the problem in dangling your meat pipe over a crocodile-infested lake. Whoopsie. You even need to be pointed out if you flambe your balls, you will not be able to use them later because they will be overcooked garbage meat of such bad quality you think it has been rotten in the fridge too long. Oh, that reminds me. Don't show me your expired penis flesh ever again. You hear me, Donald?
I have no trouble admitting my wild years are behind me. My days of snorting cocaine off of a zebra dick, or purposely give myself violent diarrhea and hold it in as long as possible, building up a lot of pressure, then go and find the nearest ant colony, squat over it, and just shit the crap out of it.
You don't suffer from verbal abusive testicle syndrome. That even insults you while you're trying to masturbate on sexy black mold spots on the wall. Kinky-ass S&M is what that is. You lick some of the walls, letting it slowly hurt you from inside out, hoping nausea makes you ejaculate barf vomit.
I might not know the joy of synchronizing a sperm and puke ejaculation. I do, however, know the profound euphoria of hammering on my testicles with a mallet until my balls can't take the stress exerted on them no more and explode blood sperm everywhere, catching as many as possible with my tongue.
Oh, I don't agree a lot with you, but on this topic I have to suck up my ego and acknowledge what he's talking about is actually heaven disguised as fatally smacking your sperm center out, off commission. It's arguably the most intense moment of semen joy man gets to experience in his life. Nice. Oh.
So now that we are on the topic, do you also love it when they come to visit you when you're having a mental episode in the mental health clinic and a crazy nutcase mistakes himself thinking your dick is actually a urine aroma ashtray and puts out Cuban cigars on the tip off your penis? It arouses me.
Get out of here. I also like it when that happens. It's the sole reason I stroll down the street of the mental institution acting like a insane individual, hoping to get institutionalized by presenting myself naked with a bunch of bee stingers on my penis, acting like I just had some acupuncture.
Oh, yeah. And raiding children hospitals and steal all the supply of blood packs so that the children die instead of getting blood in serious accidents. And use it to lie down on the streets, acting like I am having my man periods and pouring blood all over my underpants. Ever did that?
I like it more than the second favorite on the list, and that would be going to an ice cream parlor and order all cups and cones without ice cream so that they're completely out of things to put them in, and then enjoy the sight of screaming children who scream so loud their tonsil meat flies out.
Now you speak my language. I once enjoyed a whole afternoon by studying people with their coffee mugs and making sure I got matching mugs to be identical. When they didn't look, I switched them with mugs filled with ground-up walrus anus tumors and lion vagina. They all barfed geyser beams in orbit.
One of my family members was part of your walrus testicle cruelty. I'm even shocked that you are still allowed to enter the park after all the reports of a orange man waiting in the bushes to rape everything that even has a heartbeat. That's why you are a danger not only to Americans, but all humankind.
Don't resort to lying because you can't win the fight. Allegations are not going to do anything but reveal how easy it is for Biden administration to resort making stuff up about me because they don't have anything real on me.
Oh, please, Donald. I even saw you get aroused by the Easter Bunny in the child store handing out chocolate eggs. You somehow look at them as oval-shaped balls of rabbit crap. And because of your dyslexia, you even think it's called rape bed instead of rabbit. Then you say, don't mind if I do, dead rabbits all over. There was even a child that had its bunny taken away in the middle of the night, and you raped it in several pieces, and it asked where its bunny was, and you said, oh, don't you worry, it probably wasn't sausaged in pieces, and it probably got abducted and beheaded on live television by ISIS. And in your dictionary, that is easing a Charles Grieva suggesting people came all the way from the Middle East to take this particular bunny out of this particularly family, its backyard, and it probably lost its head by terrorists, while you sausage its head clean off, being horny as fuck. Who wouldn't see that as a very compassionate and considerate approach? By all accounts, you were probably even too soft. And your dedication to resemble this care for others clearly positions you way above that bitch Mother Teresa. How dare she steal the focus away of the real St. Donald Trump? I would trust you around my young immediately because I'm sure that they would have had the time of their lives with fun Uncle Donald, even when they are clearly crying out their retinas because of the saturated salt from ongoing tears. But other than that, what fun to have you around Donald. I suppose Grandma also had the time of her life because she wasn't anymore after your visit. Other than that, the woman survived 2 world wars, was happy and joyful, still very alive and kicking, the bucket that is. When your love reached her nervous system, she spasmed her brains out. But I am sure it was because she couldn't handle your loving presence and totally not stressed herself to death by your irritating behavior. She probably never experienced that much affection before, right? Her cardiac arrest was just her heart couldn't handle all the love you gave, right? Must be it.
That even insults you while you're trying to masturbate on sexy black mold spots on the wall, hoping nausea makes you ejaculate.
Donald, I saw you smoke grind-up crippled duck feet, and you are lecturing me. Ever heard of hypocrisy, my friend? Because you look like a bottle of oven-baked pubic pizza with granular anus juice from raped and half-homegrown slutty anus amputated chickens that are dying on the floor while horny.